Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man walah wa ba'd. Brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode of the Maktab show. My name is Dhoha and I'll be with you inshallah for the next hour and a half or so. And we will, as usual, be discussing the Quran and the recitation of the Quran, as well as practicing some recitation. So if we jump straight into it, inshallah, today we have Surah Fatiha. So we've been practicing Surah Fatiha over the past weeks in segments, so in little segments of 2 or 3 verses. Today I hope to practice the whole of the Fatiha. Before going any further, let me introduce you to some young people I have with me in the studio, my studio students. So to my right, I have Qasim. Assalamu alaikum, Qasim.
Alaikum salam.
Inshallah. And to my left, we have, for the first time and finally, a couple of girls, right? Finally, we need to get girls on every week. So to my far left, I've got Samia. Assalamu alaikum, Samia.
Walaikum assalam.
And then we have Maya. Assalamu alaikum, Maya.
Walaikum assalam.
MashaAllah. And you guys are Qasim and Samia, you're both 9, aren't you?
Yeah.
You told me before. And how old are you, Maya?
7.
You're 7. And which school do you go to?
We go to Montego Primary School.
You go to Montego Primary School. And where do you do your Islamic studies?
Ibrahim
College, right?
Yeah, Ibrahim
Or you're
College.
Rashidun students. So all 3 of these young children are Rashidun students. So a slightly different age group today, inshallah. But hopefully they'll stay with us, and we're going to be, the format of the program will be the same. Are you having a good holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoying yourselves?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And of course, all of the other young people out there, inshallah, hope you're having a good holiday. Inshallah, just celebrating the holiday, and that's about it, I hope, inshallah ta'ala. MashaAllah. Enjoy the remaining days, and of course, in the time that you have, practice a lot of Quran. Okay, so if you're watching this show for the first time today, if you've just seen it and you think that you'd like to participate in the program, remember that you can catch up on all of the previous programs by watching them online. If you go to www.maktabonline.org and then you go to the practice link, there's a button there that says practice on the menu. You'll actually be able to access all of the videos of the previous episodes this time round, inshallah. So you know, we practice Surah Fatiha, we practice A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim separately, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim separately. Then we practiced Surah Fatiha in segments, which is necessary actually. You need to practice it in segments, and today we're practicing it together. So if you think today is a big jump for you, then you can actually go back and catch up and watch all of those past episodes as well. The reason why I say that, and I'm going to repeat, this is a point that I'm going to say almost in every single episode, is that tajweed, or learning to read the Quran correctly, takes a lot of practice. There isn't much theory. There aren't many rules to learn. There is simply practice. So for example, if you listen to me over and over again, and then from just listening to me, you begin to recite correctly, then your recitation and your duty to recite the Quran correctly is done. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Which means that you have to put in a lot of practice. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. When I was, and since you guys are new, so I'll ask you this question. When I practiced Surah Fatiha, you know, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, guess how many months I practiced it for before my teacher said, okay, you've passed? Guess how long? Have a guess, go on, have a guess.
2 months.
2 months, yeah? You think 2 months?
I think 3 or 4 something.
3 or 4 months?
Yeah.
Have you practiced it for 3 or 4 months? So why should I practice it for 3 or 4 months? Huh? Have you practiced it for 3 or 4 months? No? Then why should I? Huh? No, I'm only joking. Actually, I did practice it for 3 months. I had to practice it for 3 months and then 1.5 hours every day. Okay? And then my teacher said, okay, you can pass. So that's just to give you an idea. So you're not going to for example, perfect your Surah Fatiha by watching 3-4 episodes of this program. This is why we record the programs and then we upload the videos so that you can continue practicing over and over again until you feel that it is of a good standard. And of course you can then call in and recite to me, inshallah, or recite to a teacher locally who can assist you with that. Okay, so let's go straight to it, inshallah. We'll first start practicing Surah Fatiha, and today is our, if you like, our synoptic practice for Surah Fatiha, which means we're going to practice all of the Surah Fatiha today. Yeah? Okay, and then from probably halfway through the second segment after the break, I'm going to open up the lines so that you can call in, inshallah, and recite to me. So I'll give a little bit of extra time since you have to read the whole of Surah Fatiha to me. So get ready to call in and recite in the second segment. Alright? Okay, so let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, good. It's your first time, so you've got to read nice and loud. Yeah? Nice and loud, don't worry. No, there's lots of people watching, but you can't see them, so it doesn't matter. Okay? So nice and loud. Okay? As loud as you can. Let's start again. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
That's not loud enough. Okay, if you had to call your best friend who was like right at the other end of the playground, how loud would you call? How loud would you call? Your best friend was at the other end of the program and you had to call her so that she could hear you. How loud would you say it? Who's your best friend? Who's your best friend? What's her name? No? You got to shout it out as loud as you can. Okay? Can you do that? Alright, so as loud as possible this time. Alright? People at home as well. The louder you read, the better your reading becomes. Yeah? And you can read as loud as you want. Nobody's going to complain. Okay? Yeah? No one's going to say, oh, you're screaming and shouting too much. Okay, so let's go. Let's do it again. As loud as you can. Alright? Qasim? As loud as you can. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, good. It's better. Again, as loud as you can. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, once again. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good. Qasim, bit louder. Okay. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, try to copy me exactly. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, I need you to be louder. You have to be louder. Alright, let's do it like this. You have to shout it. Okay? You have to shout it. Can you do that?
Yeah.
And shout out the words. Alright? Good. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, that's better. You're not shouting. You got to shout it. Yeah? Okay, let's try and shout it. الرحمن الرحيم.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Listen to me very carefully. الرحمن الرحيم.
الرحمن الرحيم.
You have to do two things to be able to read it correctly, yeah? You have to listen to me carefully and you watch me carefully as well. Watch how I pronounce it and listen to me carefully. Yeah? الرحمن الرحيم.
الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay. مالك يوم الدين.
مالك يوم الدين.
Okay, Okay, again, listen very carefully, concentrate, because some of you haven't practiced Surah Fatiha yet. So this is going to be good early practice for you. Yeah? Alright, so nice, listen very, very carefully and try to remember how I said it. Maliki yawmiddin.
Maliki yawmiddin.
Good. Maliki yawmiddin.
Maliki yawmiddin.
Iyyaka na'budu.
Iyyaka na'budu.
Okay, it's Iyyaka. Say it.
Iyyaka.
Iyyaka. Okay. Iyyaka na'budu.
Iyyaka na'budu.
Wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Alright, well done, Qasim. Again, but louder, yeah? Wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Okay. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim.
Ihdina as-siratal.
Alright, stop. Let's start again. Listen carefully. Yeah? Listen carefully. Try and remember it. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim.
Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim.
Okay, well done. Alright? Again. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
That's it, Qasim, you learned it. Well done. Again, but a bit louder, yeah? I don't need to get your voice out. Alright? Qasim, especially you. Come on. How do you shout in the playground? Shout loud. Huh? Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Yeah? Okay. Pretend you're in the playground and you're shouting your head off. Do you understand? Just forget that we're here. We're in the studio. Okay. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
That's better. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Okay, everyone at home, remember all of the things that I've pointed out as common mistakes in Fatiha, okay? When I go over it again, I'll explain them. I just wanted to have a chance to just practice the recitation. So for now, just listen carefully to the recitation and follow along. When I read it again, I'll try and just quickly recap some of the common mistakes in Fatiha. But for now, let's continue reading, inshallah. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Okay, once again, remember very carefully what I said, okay? Pay attention. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Say أنعمت.
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 You did it, well done. Say it again. أنعمت.
أنعمت.
Okay. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
عليهم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Good. غير المغضوب عليهم.
غير المغضوب عليهم.
Again, listen carefully and say it loud. Say it back really loud. Yeah? غير المغضوب عليهم.
غير المغضوب عليهم.
Again, غير المغضوب عليهم.
غير المغضوب عليهم.
ولا الضالين.
ولا الضالين.
Okay, so when you say ولا الضال, you have to join it onto the l. So وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ. So join it on. Okay, let's try again. All of it. Yeah. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, good. So one more time, but this time in between I'm going to explain some of the common mistakes, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, everyone very carefully read with me, okay? Remember in أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, the common mistake is you have to differentiate the Hamza and the Ain, okay? So I mean, আগেও বুঝাইছি হামজা আইনের মধ্যে যে বেশ কম পয়লা শব্দ হইল এর বাদর হারফ হইল মানে আইন. So you have to, there's a difference between the and the okay? So you have to show the difference between the two of them by saying a'udhu, okay? It's a'udhu. So let's do it. And then when you say a'udhu, it's a dhal, not a za. So a'udhu, not a'uzu. And then when you say shaytanir rajim, you say shayta, and then nir rajim is a ra, and with a full mouth. So you say rajim, not rajim. Rajim. Okay? A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim.
Okay, good. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Okay, so when you say Bismillah, you say Bismillahi, not Bismillahi. Bismillahi. It's a nice, gentle sound, okay? So, and then when you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you say Rahman and Rahim with a ha. Okay? So that's another common mistake in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So the first one, Bismillahi, is what we call the small ha or the light ha. So that's just a he. And when you go to Rahmanir Rahim, you say Rahmanir Rahim with the big ha. Yeah? So for Bismillahi, sutuha, ar-Rahman, ebong Rahim, duetar mudde boro ha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Oh, done. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Okay, good. A little bit louder, okay? Right, in Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, first thing is don't bounce the lam, so that's a common mistake. Alhamdu, don't say alhamdu. So if you look on the screen, there's a sukoon on the lam, lamar ufre jazm, ortat lamar awaze badi khayba na. Alhamdu khayle bol hoy. Alhamdu, alhamdu. Say
Alhamdu.
don't say ala, say alhamdu.
Alhamdu.
Good. And then when you say hamdu, is with a ha, not a ha. So alhamdu.
Alhamdu.
Wow, that was good. Then lillahi rabbil alameen. When you say lillahi, the lam is empty mouthed. It's like your mouth's, you're kind of you can say, somebody said to me the other day, you can say your mouth smiles when you say it. So you say lillahi, lillahi. You don't say lillahi. You say lillahi. So lillahi, and then rabbil alameen. In rabbil, our mouth is going to be like that. Rabbil alameen. Alameen, yeah? And rabbil, the lam doesn't bounce. There's no bounce in the rabbil. You don't say rabbil, you say rabbil alameen. Got it? Rabbil alameen. And remember the ayn in alameen. So once again, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
They say Alameen.
Alameen.
Yeah, get the ayn out. Alameen. Alright?
Alameen.
Try again. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
I'm not feeling very well today. I need to sip tea. Excuse me, everyone. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
We've done that already, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where did we do it? Ar-Rahmanir Rahim is in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, isn't it?
Yeah.
The same words are in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So what did we say over there? You have to pronounce the ha. Yeah? You have to say Rahmanir Rahim with the ha, not the ha. The ha. Okay? So remember that. And also when you say ar-ra, it's with a full mouth. It's like ra, like your mouth is like round shaped. Okay? Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
When you say Maliki Yawmiddin, common mistake people, Maliki Yawmiddin, don't say Maliki Yo. It's not Yawmiddin. What is it? Yawmiddin. Say Yawmiddin.
Yawmiddin.
Go on. Yawmiddin.
Yawmiddin.
Right, don't say Yawmiddin. It's Yaw. Ya. It's because Ya is one of the light letters. So when you say it, your mouth has to be smiley, right? Empty mouth. Yawmiddin. So again, Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Okay, again. Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Now first is Maliki. So say Maliki,
Maliki.
then Yawmiddin. Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
I don't like giving up, so you're going to say Maliki. Maliki.
Maliki.
So Maliki Yawmiddin, right? So the first word is Maliki. Got it? Okay, so Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Alright, fair enough, that's good. So, okay, everybody, so with me, alright? So then Iyaka na'budu. Iyaka na'budu, you have to pronounce first the Hamza. Don't say Iyaka. It's Iyaka na'budu. There's a ayn there. Right? So na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een. And in nasta'een, there's a ayn. Don't stretch anything in between. There are no stretches in between. The only stretch is Iyaka. Everything else is short. So Iyaka na'budu, then wa Iyaka nasta'een. Okay? Let's do that and then we'll go for a break. Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een. Again. Alright, we'll come back to this. We'll come back. We have to go for a break, and then after the break, inshallah, stay with us. We'll come back, finish off the Fatiha, and then you can start calling in, inshallah, to read to me, okay? Alright, stay with us, and we'll be back soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. We are live with the Maktab show. My name is Dhoha. We were practicing Surah Fatiha, and inshallah we're going to get through the rest of Surah Fatiha today, and then I'm going to listen to yourselves in the live call-in And today I'm going to give people the opportunity of reciting the whole of the Fatiha, because in the past I was stopping people and making you just recite little segments. Okay, we have a new studio student, so let me just introduce him. So do you want to say your name?
My name is Riaz.
Riaz. Okay, good. So Riaz has just joined us, okay, and young Maya's just taken a break. Right, so let's carry on. So we were practicing إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Alright, let's carry on with that. So I've already mentioned the common mistakes. I'll just repeat it a couple of times and then we move on. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Good. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
Okay, bit louder. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Very good. So in اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, when you say ihdina, make sure you say it's the small ha, ihdina, not ihdina, it's nice and light. And when you say sirata, you have to raise your tongue inside your mouth. I've said before, this is a little bit difficult. What you're saying, what the point is that when you say sirat, sound comes from your tongue, from your mouth and your tongue, and it doesn't come from your lips. So what you should try to do is minimize movement of the lips. So less movement of the lips. So you say si instead of sui. You understand? So when you say sui, there's a lot of movement of the lips, alright? So we say si, like that. Si, minimum movement of the lips. So it all comes from the tongue. Alright? And then same thing with ta. Ta comes from the tongue, doesn't come from the lips. So you don't say twa, don't say twa. It's not sira twa, it's sira ta. Alright? And in mustaqim, there's a qaf there. Make sure you pronounce that. It's not mustaqim, it's mustaqim. And there's no stretch there. Everything's nice and short. Mustaqim, so don't say mustaqim. مستقيم. Alright. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Very good. Yes, well done. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Okay, in صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. So first, صراط, same things I said with اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Okay, so the صاد, صي, and طا. صراط. And then أنعمت عليهم. صراط الذين first. صراط الذين is with a dhal and not a za. So أمر نخو مني صراط الذين خوي. It actually صراط الذين. It is dhal occur. Alright? So say الذين. الذين. Good. It's not lazina, yeah? صراط الذين. And then أنعمت عليهم. When you say أنعمت, don't bounce the noon. When you say an'amta, don't say ana amta. Ana, there's no bounce. Okay, so an'amta alayhim, and there's two ains here. In amta, an'amta, and then again alayhim, there's another ain there again. Okay, so bear those things in mind. All right, let's carry on. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Okay, don't bounce the أنعمت. Don't say أنعمت. أنعمت. Yeah? صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Okay, it's better. Once again. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
أنعمت, not أن. Don't bounce it. أنعمت. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Well done, that's good. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, Qasim, louder. The voice has gone completely. Right? Yeah? Louder. And you? Okay, everyone nice and loud. Good. So in غير المغضوب عليهم, so these are the things you have to remember. Gha is with your mouth rounded off like that. Gha, not gha. Gha. Yeah? So you say غير, and then magh. And when you say magh, it's a gha sound again, isn't it? So your mouth becomes round again. So you say maghdu. Yeah? بعليهم ولا الضالين. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this verse and then we'll take calls, alright? غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Alright, good. So practice. Everybody needs to practice. Okay, so what we'll do, inshallah, you can start calling in now to read to me. I'll start taking your calls, and in between the calls, inshallah, we'll discuss some letters as well, time permitting. Okay, so I think we already have a caller on the line, so let's go to our first caller and see who's on the line, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Abne khoyte van khurra?
London.
Calling from London, right?
London.
Okay, good. And okay, so you're going to recite the whole of Surah Fatiha, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله من Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم.
No. الرحمن الرحيم. It's alright, don't worry about it. We all make mistakes. الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين.
Okay, good. Have you been watching the program for the past few weeks?
Pardon?
Have you been watching the program for the past few weeks?
Yes.
You have, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've been practicing with us?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I want you to carry on practicing. I want you just to go over, you know, when we practice the Fatiha in little bits?
Yeah.
I want you to continue practicing like that, okay?
Okay.
And there are two letters, well, 3 letters today that I want you to go away and practice separately. Ha, Ain, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. You have to get that Ha right, okay?
Okay.
So you either practice it on your own or practice it with somebody, but practice the Ha. It's not Ha, it's not Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, it's Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, okay?
Okay.
Same thing with the Ain. So you know in Alameen, Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een, the Ain as well. You have to squeeze the Ain out, alright? And also, Ghayril maghdubi alayhim, that is a Gha sound, not a G sound. So you don't say Gayril, it's Ghayril. You got that?
Yeah.
And also when you say Mustaqim, don't stretch the Ta. Don't say Mustaqim. It's Mustaqim. Yeah? Okay. So practice these things, alright? And your reading will improve. And keep listening to the program from the previous episodes as well, when we went through every little part in detail. Okay, let's see who else is on the line now. Thank you for that call. Jazakumullah. Let's see who's on the line. Assalamu alaikum. Who is next on the line? Assalamu alaikum. can you keep your TV volumes down, okay? So everybody that's on the line to call, make sure your TV volume is down. So when you talk to me through the telephone. All right, who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. जी आपने खोई तक कौन कर रहा?
जो लंदन तक है।
अच्छा माशाल्लाह. सूरह फातिहा होना ही लगा इंशाल्लाह.
जी। अस्सलामु अलैकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
बिस्मिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك
আপনি আমার কথা শুনুন না তখন একটু আপনি টিভি ভলিউম বন্ধ করুন কারণ আমি আপনারা দুইবার শুনলাম আমি একবার ফোনও আর একবার টিভি বুঝছেন না নি আর আপনিও আমার কথা শুনতে পারেন না ঠিক মতো টিভির ভলিউম কমপ্লিটলি স্টপ করিয়া আবার পড়ুক ইনশাআল্লাহ
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين
Okay, we lost that call. Okay, that line's been dropped, inshallah. Okay, so I've not line ta gese gi inshallah আপনি আবার চেষ্টা করিয়া আবার কল দিবা বাট প্লিজ দিস টাইম একটু টিভির ভলিউম কমাইয়া রাখবা কারণ টিভির ভলিউমের কারণে আমরা বাকি অসুবিধা হয়েছে এই কলও everyone please keep your TV volume down when you speak to me on the phone keep your TV volume muted all right that way you'll be able to hear me clearly and I'll be able to hear you clearly otherwise I hear you twice and then when I say something to you you can't hear it because you know you get confused because you hear it once on the phone then you wait to hear it from the TV so please that causes a lot of confusion okay So, in addition to what we've been doing until now, I mean, as you all know, we also do a little bit of theory as well, inshallah. And I usually squeeze that in between calls. Now, one of the things that we practiced last week was the letter Sad. And the letter Sad is important because in Surah Fatiha it comes up a couple of times when we say Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. When we say Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, there's a Sad there, and then twice actually this, and then again in Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. So you need to understand the pronunciation of the Sad properly. Okay, so I want to practice that a little bit. Alright, so boys and girls, or boys and girls, when I practice these, okay, I want you to stay with me. So very quickly, I'm going to take a call in a second, but let's look at the pronunciation of the Sad, alright? So if we quickly for a second come back to the screen, from between the tip of the tongue and the plates of the two top incisors, slightly above the lower incisors, a space is left between the tongue and the top incisors. If you remember, this is the same as Seen. So Sad has the same pronunciation as a Seen, but you have to raise your tongue to create that full mouth pronunciation. Okay? So I'm going to come back and I'm going to practice, we're going to practice different instances of the Sad, and I want everyone to stay with me on that. Okay? And then in between that, you can start calling in. Okay, so I'll give you little gaps in between to call in. All right, we have another caller on the line. Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line? Do we have the caller? Assalamu alaikum. I can't hear our caller. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Right, I think we've got an issue. I think we have a problem with that caller. Okay, so coming back to what I was saying. All right, I need everyone's attention on this because everybody needs to practice this letter. This is a difficult letter. All right, so Sad. Remember what I said about when you make it full mouthed, it comes from the tongue and not from the lips. So everyone, look at me, camera on me. when you say sad with a fatha, with a zabar, you say sa and not swa. Don't use your lips. Okay? So say sa, sa, si, and su. And then you say sa, stretch it. Sa, say si, and su. So if everyone looks at me for a second, when I say that bit, my lips don't move much. I'll say sa, si, and su. Other than my lips kind of rounding off completely to pronounce the besh, there's almost no movement on the sad. For the sad, I don't move my lips much. Don't say swa, sui, and su, because that's wrong. There's no lips involved, yeah? Just your tongue. It comes from the tongue. Is that clear? Okay. And then you say as, is, and us. Okay. And now we can try that with some words. Okay? So you say fi suduri. Good. Again, fi suduri. Another one. This one's important. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ. صَاحِبُكُمْ. So you said صَاحِبُكُمْ. Say that but without moving your lips. So you say صَاحِبُكُمْ. صَاحِبُكُمْ. That's perfect. Good. Okay, so everybody, we need to get this right, inshallah. Alright, so again, let's take a gap. Let's take a caller, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum. Where's my caller? Assalamu alaikum. I think we're having some problems. Caller, assalamu alaikum. No, we've lost that one as well. Okay, so let's go back. So, did you all understand what I said? About وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ? Okay, everyone focus here. Right, everyone at home, focus here. So, when you say وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ, there's a right way and a wrong way, okay? If you say it right, there will be very little movement of your lips. Okay, so it'll be وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ. Yeah? If you do it wrong, then you'll move your lips with the sad. So back to me. This is how you'll say if you say it wrong. وَمَا صَا. So you go صَاحِبُكُمْ, صَا. So that extra movement of the lips is incorrect. Okay? Because there you're not actually pronouncing a sad. You're pronouncing a sad and a wow. And you have to avoid that. So it's وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ. Everyone say it.
وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ.
Nice and loud once again. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ.
وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ.
Not swa, but sa. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ. حِبُكُمْ. Good. Alright, let's try another one. This one's from تبت يدا أبي لهب. سيصلى.
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 Okay, the common mistake with something like this is to not pronounce the sad at all, but to pronounce a sin instead. সবথেকে কমন ভুল হইল যে আমরা সাদ উচ্চারণও করি না, সাদর জায়গায় সিন উচ্চারণ করি, সায়াসলা সায়াসলা। আমরা যদি সায়াসলা কই ও কমপ্লিটলি ভুল। এমনকি এই যে হরফর উচ্চারণ সায়াসলার অর্থ হইল মানে ঢুকবে সে, মানে এখানে আবু লাহাবর কথা খবর যে আবু লাহাব জাহান্নামে ঢুকবো। তাহলে যদি সাদ উচ্চারণ করি না তাহলে এই অর্থও হয় না, এখানে মানে অন্য কোনো অর্থ হয়ে যায়। So sayasla, sayasna, it's not a sin, it's a sad. So sayasla.
sayasla.
Just muktare gul korille sad uchcharon hoye jabo. Sayasla.
sayasla.
Well done, you did that really well. Okay? Go on. Alright, another common word. Allahu Samad.
Allahu Samad.
Okay, I hope everybody at home is focusing on this because Sad is a very difficult letter. We all make mistakes in it, so you need to practice it. Okay? Allahu Samad.
Allahu Samad.
Allahu Samad.
Allahu Samad.
Allah. Allahu Samad.
Allahu Samad.
So here as well, don't say swa. Don't say swamad. Because it's not swamad, it's samad. Samad from your tongue. Alright? And how you do it is your tongue goes up. It moves up towards your palate. Okay? So, mukor talur dike ekটু উঠে গিয়া জিফরা. Allahu Samad. Samad. Say it.
Allahu Samad.
Good. Alright. So that's Sad. Alright? Everybody hopefully got that clearly. So that's why when you say Ihdina Sirata, it's a bit difficult. Sirata. Sad, it's most difficult to try to make the Sad sound right when the Sad has a kasra, it has a zair or a pesh. With a zobar, it's a bit easier. But at the same time, people commonly make mistakes when they pronounce the Sad with a fatha as well. Okay? Alright. Let's move on to another letter. Okay? This letter is it's actually an easy letter to pronounce. But a lot of people make mistakes in it because the proper pronunciation of the letter isn't explained to them. And that letter is letter number 4, tha. Okay, if we can get to the screen. It's the letter tha. And the common mistake is that instead of pronouncing it as a tha, people pronounce it as a seen. Instead of saying tha, they say sa. Do you understand? For example, have you heard the word sawab? What does sawab mean? When we say Allah sawab diba, what does that mean? Sawab faymo.
Good deed.
Good deed, right? It means good deed, isn't it? It means you're going to get reward from Allah. Amra khoina Bangladesh amra khoi sawab faymo Allah sawab diba. ঠিক আছে না? But actually sawab is a shabdo, right? That word is actually not sawab at all. It's thawab. It's with a tha. It's with that letter. Okay? So it's very common, especially among Bangladeshi people, to not pronounce the tha properly, but instead pronounce a seen. I hope this so very common example. Sawab is actually not sawab, it's thawab. Thawab. Okay? Alright. So thar ucharon oilo from the top side of the tip of the tongue and the bottom edges of the top incisors. So the top side of the tip of the tongue. So zifrar agar uforbazo. So the front of the tongue, like that, there. That's the tip of your tongue, right? So there's my hand and the tip of the tongue, and then that touches the top edge of your front two teeth, of your incisors. They're called what? Incisors. So shamnor ze duita dat ase ufror ze shamnor dui dat. O dator aga zifrar aga shateke mile, like that, and then the sound kind of comes out lightly. Okay, fatla khurikhta shabdo barai, and that's so. If you look at me, it's tha. So with your tongue there, your breath kind of comes through. You got it? Yeah. That's the letter tha. Okay, we're gonna go for a break, and then inshallah I'm gonna quickly finish off the letter tha. And then hopefully in the next segment we'll be able to take your calls. Okay, so keep trying to call inshallah, and paying attention to what we're discussing as well. So we're going to take a short break and then we'll be back after the break. Bear with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. After the break, we're in the final segment of today's Maktab show. Inshallah, what I want to do in this segment is I want to take your calls. Okay, so there was a slight technical glitch before, but that's alhamdulillah gone now, so hopefully we'll be able to hear you. So start calling it in. Remember, we practiced Surah Fatiha today, so I want you to recite the whole of the Fatiha. Okay, and in between I'll explain the letter Tha as well. Then we already have a caller on the line. Let's see who's on the line, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu wa rahmatullah. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Ashraful and I'm calling from Birmingham.
All the way from Birmingham. I think that's my first call from Birmingham. Well, mashallah. Welcome. Welcome to the program. Okay, so Ashraful, do you want to read Surah Fatiha?
Yes.
Have you been watching the program regularly, yeah?
Yeah.
Every week?
Actually, this is my first day.
This is your first day. Okay,
Yeah.
so remember that you can actually go on the internet, go to www.maktabonline.org, and then you can watch all of the past episodes. Okay, and you can practice. You can practice with those episodes as well. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good. Excellent. Go on then. You can start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay, mashallah, well done. That's nice, clean recitation. So I want to give you a little bit of feedback, okay, so that you can improve it. Yeah? And you should, if possible, you should actually remember this or write it down, or somebody should write it down for you. So firstly, you need to clean up shaytan. Minash shaytanir rajim. It was a little bit jerky. Shaytan, you said something like that. It's shaytan. Shaytani. Okay? And then in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you're not pronouncing your ha. So make sure you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Practice your ha. Make sure your ha comes out correctly, yeah?
Yep.
And then that was repeated in Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. So in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim and in Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, I want you to pronounce your has clearly. And then Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Over there is the Ain. Alameen. Okay? You remember that? Okay. And then you've got Iyyaka na'budu. Now over there, you have to pronounce the Ain and you can't stretch the do. So you say Iyyaka na'budu. Don't stretch. Don't say Iyyaka na'budu. Don't stretch that. Yeah? Okay. And then Sirata. Just we discussed the Sad and the Ta. You'll be able to see in the recording of today's program as well. You have to get the Sad right and the Ta right. Don't make it sound like a Ta. Sirata. Okay? And then Maghdubi alayhim is Magh. It's a Gh sound. Alright?
Alright.
It's a Gh sound. So the sound needs to continue a little bit. Don't say Magdu. It's Maghdu. It's a Gh sound, not a G sound. Alright?
Alright.
Alright, well done. I think let's just stop at that. Otherwise, your recitation is very clear and crisp. So if you improve these things, it will get really, really good. So remember, pick up all of the, go online, find the old recordings and catch up with us. Alright?
Okay.
Okay, very good. And watch us every week, inshallah. Right. Where were we? Okay, so keep calling, inshallah. The numbers in front of you on the screen. Numbers in front of you on the screen. I'll listen to you for the rest of the show, inshallah. And of course, remember that you can catch up on if today's your first day, you can catch up on past episodes by going to maktabonline.org. If you go there, there's a practice button there. If you go there, you will actually be able to look at all of the past episodes and practice and then video, and then you'll be able to see all of the past episodes and practice those. All right? We have another call on the line. Let's see who's on the line. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. What's your name?
Ashrafa.
And how old are you?
6 years old.
6 years old. And you're going to read Surah Fatiha to me?
Yes.
Good lad. All right, go on then.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alayhim ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin. Amin.
MashaAllah. You just read Taraweeh. You know what Taraweeh is? Huh?
Pardon?
So when the Imam reads really fast. So you just read like him. MashaAllah, look, it's really good, okay? You're 6 years old, so there's no feedback for you other than keep it up. But what you need to do is you need to watch the program every week and you need to practice with us, okay?
Okay.
Alright, inshallah, good. And you need to find yourself a good teacher who's going to teach you to pronounce all the letters correctly. Alright? And I'm sure your parents are listening and watching as well, so they know what I'm talking about. Alright, inshallah. Very good, well done. Okay, so let's move on, inshallah. Before we take any more calls, I want to quickly move back to the letter Tha. Do you guys remember the letter Tha, yeah? Because you're going to get bored as well otherwise if I just keep talking to the viewers, yeah? Okay, so we were talking about the letter Tha, and I said that we make common mistakes on it, and we said that the pronunciation was the tip of the tongue and the tip of the upper two teeth. Now let's look at some words, yeah? Let's look first at the letter itself. So look at the letter Tha. Now let's all try it. Say Tha, Thi, Thu. Good, you've all got that right. And then same thing when you stretch it. Tha, Thi, Thu. And Ath, Ith, Uth. Okay, that last bit, ikano, when it Ath oibo, As oibo now, right? Make sure you don't make it sound like a S. Yeah? It goes seen like the Tha. So Ath, Ith, Uth. Well done, good. Now let's look at some words, yeah? So a very common word in the Quran, Thumma. Okay, Ishabdo, honestly, wallahi, I hear people, elders, youngsters, how many times have you heard somebody say Summa? Do it all the time. Shob shumoy kub beshi ikrat bulo amra thummar zagat summa hoy. Summa is completely wrong. Now let me give you an example. Thumma means tarpore. Thummar ortoilo tarpore mani then. Okay? Do you know what summa means? Summa with a sin. And summar orto completely unnozinish. Summa means he was poisoned. Summa means he was poisoned. And thumma means then. Like he came home, then he sat on the sofa. Like that then. Yeah? Summa, he was poisoned. See how different it is. I'm not mani thumma or that tarpor. And summa mani tare zor khawani hoise. He's been poisoned. Completely different meaning. Okay? It's thumma, not summa. Let's go next word. Okay. Mithqala. So in Surah Zilzal, I'm referring فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ. It's mithqala, not misqala. So mithqala. Say it.
Mithqala.
So again, tha, not seen. Don't say misqala. Good. Next one. شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ. Good. So you can know nafathati ubo nafasatina. Nafathati. Good. And then an-najmu thaqib. Thaqib. Okay, again, tha, not sa. Okay, that's all the letters we're going to do today, inshallah. So now, we're on Fatiha. Today is going to be the last day we're going to practice Fatiha, okay? So if you want to call in and if you want to read to me, you've got to call in and read to me today. After that, we don't get a chance, okay? Now, I've been very, very impressed by Riyaz's recitation, yeah? So I'm going to ask Riyaz to read Surah Fatiha once. Yeah? Actually, Riyaz, you're smiling at me as if you're not ready to do it. Let's take a call first and then I'm going to come back to you. You stay ready, yeah? You get mentally ready for it. Let's take the call first, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Muhammad Adil, and I'm calling from London.
Muhammad Adil from London, and you're going to read the whole of Surah Fatiha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Ahmad Adil, that was excellent. MashaAllah. Well done. Well done. Okay, and keep it up. All right, you can tell you've worked hard on your recitation. All right, I'm going to give you some feedback. It's really good already. I'm going to give you some feedback to make it even better. Okay, and then you can go away and practice this. All right?
Okay.
Okay, so listen carefully. Firstly, when you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim and Alhamdulillahi, you know that Allahi, Bismillahi, Alhamdulillahi, that He is light. It's not He. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah? So you say Bismillahir Rahman. Since you're on the line, go on, say it.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, again, nice and light. Bismillahir Rahman. It's not He. Bismillahir Rahman. Go on.
Bismillahirrahman.
Okay, you have to lighten it. So Bismillahir Rahman. Okay?
Bismillahirrahman.
Good. Okay, and then when you said Rahman, your ha, you can pronounce the ha. I can tell because you pronounced all the other ones, but Rahman, you didn't pronounce it. You said Rahman. Over there it's ha. So in Bismillah, He is the small one, it's the light one, and in Rahman it's the heavy one. Okay? And then the other example of the ha is Ihdina. When you say Ihdina, it's the light ha, not the ha. So you don't say Ihdina, it's Ihdina. Okay? Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Nice and light, it just comes with your breath. And then ghayril maghdu. When you say ghayril maghdu, and I'm being a little bit picky here because your reading is so good already, it's gha, not gha. Don't say ghayril maghdu, say ghayril. Go on, say it. Even if you're not on the line, say it while you're watching me on TV. Yeah, ghayril, not ghayril. Ghayril. Okay. Well done, mashallah. Very good. That's very good young reciter there, mashallah. All right. So now, Riyaz. Yeah? Go on. So just you're just reading to me. Don't worry about anybody watching. Don't worry about people looking. Nothing. You're just reading to me. Give it a shot.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
That's good. MashaAllah. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so keep it up, alright? Now, do you want some feedback? Yeah?
Okay.
Make it better. Alright, so أعوذ بالله من الشيطان. When you say shaytan, remember what we talked about? Minimum movement of the lips. Yeah? So don't say shayta, say shayta. Try it. Ta, good. So shaytanir rajim. Okay. Rabbil alameen, no bounce on the lam. So say it again.
Rabbil alamin.
That's correct. Okay, so don't say Rabbil alameen. You bounce it that time. Remember that. So next time you read, remember that mistake, yeah?
Okay.
Rabbil alameen. So Rabbil alameen or lam mudde awaz kuno badi nahi, awaz firiyaytuna. Same thing in an'amta. So say it again.
An'amta.
No bounce. An'amta.
An'amta.
Good. Don't say an'amta. Yeah?
Yeah.
An'amta. And then عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم. I want you to read that whole verse again.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay. I'm being really picky because it's actually not a big deal wrong with it, but when you say عليهم, if you say عليهم, then you know the zobar, the fatha, doesn't get pronounced clearly. It becomes like عليهم. So you say عليهم. You pronounce the fatha clearly. عليهم. Say it. عليهم. Yeah? That's really good. MashaAllah. Well done. May Allah give you more tawfiq, inshallah. Let's take a call now. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line? Who is on the line? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Shamiha and I'm calling from London.
Shamiha?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Okay. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
8 years old. Okay, you're going to read Surah Fatiha, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, go on. All of it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين.
Well done. Okay. MashaAllah, very good. I'll give you some feedback, alright? Okay, so generally, I want you to practice your ha and your ayn. Okay? So you've got Alhamdu, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. There's two has there. Then Alhamdu, there's a ha there. Then Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, there's two has there. Okay? All of these places, I need you to practice pronouncing the ha correctly. You say Alhamdu and Ar-Rahmanir Rahim and so on. Okay? Then the same goes with the ayn as well. So you say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It's a ayn. Yeah, so you need to note that down. Make sure that when you read to your teachers, you say, right, you know, I need to practice my ha and I need to practice my ayn, and you're my teacher and you have to make sure that I can pronounce it correctly. Okay, so the ha and the ayn. So I'm going to focus on that. I think if you practice that, because your reading is quite clear, half of your Surah Fatiha will get fixed. Yeah. Other than that, when you say Waladdallin, it sounds like a dal. Say it's da. Waladdallin. Okay? There are a few other things, I don't want to point them out. I think now the priority is to get you to practice and correct your ha and your ayn. Do that first, okay? And keep practicing and read to me in the future and it will get better, inshallah, okay? Good. And if today is your first time, then make sure that you listen to previous episodes. And I say that for everybody's benefit. If this is the first time you're watching the program, remember that the program is on every week, Friday at 5 p.m. Alright, that's the first thing. Secondly, if you missed some of the previous episodes, you haven't practiced with us, you think that you can benefit from practicing, then you can watch the previous episodes online at www.maktabonline.org. If you go there, there'll be a button that says practice. Under there, the sub-menu will give you the option to go to videos, where you will see all of the previous episodes uploaded, and you'll be able to watch them and pause them as you like, okay, and practice and improve your reading in that way. Also, some of the slides that I use on the show, these are also up on the website. Okay, so you can use those as well, inshallah. So website এর মাধ্যমে আমরা মানে আগর যে শো হল গেছে আপনারা যদি প্র্যাকটিস করার সুযোগ না পাইয়া তখন আজকে যদি আপনার প্রথম প্রোগ্রাম হয় বা এখন যদি হয়তো আপনারা জাস্ট অদ্য জানছেন বা ও সপ্তাহ জানছেন এই প্রোগ্রাম আবার চলের অনলাইন ওয়েবসাইটের মাধ্যমে ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি যেভাবে হয়েছি www.maktabonline.org গিয়া আপনি যদি প্র্যাকটিস যে সেকশনে যেখানে প্র্যাকটিস লেখা অনেক ক্লিক মারেন তাহলে ভিডিও আপনার প্রিভিয়াস যত প্রোগ্রাম হল আছে এগুলার সমস্ত ভিডিও হল দেখতে পারবা আর ভিডিও নিজে কন্ট্রোল করিয়া আপনার যেখানে আপনি পজ করতেছেন পজ করিয়া রিওয়াইন্ড করিয়া ফরওয়ার্ড করিয়া আপনি সব কিছু আবার প্র্যাকটিস করতে পারবা ইনশাআল্লাহ আমি আবার হইয়ার যে কোরআন শরীফ মানে কোরআন শরীফ সহি করতে হইলে প্র্যাকটিস হইলে সব থেকে বড় জিনিস মানে আপনি যদি প্র্যাকটিস করেন না তাহলে আপনার কোরআন শরীফ ঠিক হইতে না যত বেশি আপনি যদি রুলস না থাকা প্র্যাকটিস না করলে ঠিক হইতে না আর মানে ও আসলে জিনিসটা চিন্তা করি আমরা প্রত্যেক প্রোগ্রামের রেকর্ডিং আমরা ইন্টারনেটে দিছি যাতে আপনারা রেকর্ডিং শূন্য প্র্যাকটিস করতে পারেন জাযাকুমুল্লাহ খাইরান আজকের প্রোগ্রাম শেষ হয়ে গেছে we've reached the end of today's show inshallah please join me and my studio students again next week Friday same time inshallah ta'ala and do continue to go online and listen to to watch the videos and practice with the videos inshallah ta'ala we'll see you next time wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh